My cry people them no be small thing no. Brymo don't go open wound where don't they cover mouth to wahala. My cry people them anyway just they enjoy herself. Say me she do independent picture upon all the gbas make she feel herself small. Then Brymo don't go open topics, ancient topics of 2 years. He said na won't resume his own bege. They say cloud chase. He said no cloud chase. So to know this matter now, don't even drag Nedwoko away go vacation with a family for a bros. You don't drag and put inside. My great people them have been here for small army, but say Chikaike and Annie Idibia. Say they been don't run Nedwoko that year and all that. But my great people them, I don't know whether she still dey do am or she no dey do am again. I don't know. But just love I don't open her nyash say she dey do am. Brymo, now you cause all these things you my great people them no be small thing, no be small thing. Alright, so more will see how the things take shele from the beginnings. In the very recent past, a man falsely accused me of sleeping with his wife, and I've waited in earnest, and the words were never taken back. Still, efforts were consistently made to prove I did it still, and my soul has known no lasting peace ever since. Mr. Innocent Idibia had, at an Afrima press conference in 2015/2016 or thereabout, walked into the room, sat beside me, and elbowed me in a supposed greeting as much as 4-5 times repeatedly while looking away, saying Brymo, Brymo, and we were exchanging no other words that day. I proceeded to respond that I will be Afrima's finest out alive and that I will reign for a decade, and I knew I had shot back nicely. Next meet had Mr. Idibia himself present, and he made a point of referencing another artist who in the past had claimed king at his expense, letting me know what my fate might be if I kept eyeing his throne. Weeks later, I saw the other act blowing to him repeatedly on stage. Weeks later, I was lured into being hosted by a friend I had just met, and after spending days getting high and philandering, I was asked if I would love to be a part of an organization, of which I responded well, I might want to, except I do not subscribe to being battered. Minutes later, my host said he was walking down to another guest house where some guys has messed up and must be punished. Told me to come but didn't wait for me. Well, I was the guy, it turned out. When I arrived at the gate on the street, I was asked to show ID. I tried to truly forcefully open the gate, stating that I was a guest of the hotel and didn't need ID. 4 boys busted through the gate and launched an offense at me. I fought back, of course, got a black eye too. Later, I found out from an undisclosed source that Mr. Idibia was responsible for the attack. Yet, I couldn't decide if it was for supposed bedding his missus or for claiming the spot of the greatest artist alive. It may be prudent of him to desist from interactions with things and people that are close to me in my domestic spaces and in the field of survival. I have carried these emotions for many months, and I won't rush to this for publicity. It is not funny. This is madness. I would later ask him directly, of course, and he denied flat. Then minutes later said, as the source also mentioned, that some people said I was saying things about him, and finished by saying people just talk, and the boys who attacked me called him a babon. On that meet with him, my partner had asked me a question I had lied about before, and I had confessed about the girl. And when asked about still seeing his baby mama, he said he wasn't seeing her anymore, and the wife stormed off, not believing it. Nah, Brymo's fault, he said. Up until a few weeks ago, I found myself being forcefully shoved to take on his life's image, to make his mistakes and experiences his pain. Mr. Idibia has truly gone and tinkered with my life for months upon months. Well, Brymo say him and Annie they no get anything, but it don't take where just lovers so they like to open celebrity their nyash. Don't they talk say go soon open Annie nyash, say she dey duo, she dey overdo and all that. I don't know whether not for this very mattress, but more read waiting just lover right. Just lover say Annie, you do am abi you no do am. I know they talk waiting I don't know. Now the one way I know I dey put mouth. I know say Ned do am, but Brymo own I no know. Brymo self isn't helping matters with him plenty oyibo. Brymo send voice notes so we go fit understand. Una, make nobody stress me I come in peace. Mom be saying, I think only me like the write-up is even too much. If I just sit down make video now, explain all these things for video, even if you don't want to show your face, voice note is enough. Alright, so the first person say, you see the two, both of them, the husband and the wife, they both get flaws. Make the rest abeg. The second person say, just lover, we get deal, only momo. Then the third person say, so now both of them get their own for body, be that. The fourth say, with the look of things from Brymo, I believe Brymo didn't do it, but team not to face slander will be tolerated, won't see the truth in what Brymo said. Then the last person say, October where bomb shot shower. So after Brymo talk what he talk, now they call and act you. Say why no allow me the sleeping dog lie you. Alright, so Daddy Free said they like to shook mouth for every mattress. Can't shook mouth put to make I read them for una. You can't say Brymo. In my humble opinion, saying this is wrong, haba. And the timing too. These people have gone through a lot. I am not saying you shouldn't speak your truth. It's just better to let certain dogs lie. And kicking a man when he is down is also not right. Nine Sonia Ogiri, where she and Daddy Free the day for the same ministry of choking their mouth for many things, can't follow right. Say, Daddy Free, with all due respect, do you have sense at all? Are you okay? What gave you the right? How dare you judge someone's pain and truth? Did you read well at all? Please focus on your fight with pastors and leave other matters alone. So his inner peace, pains, emotional struggles, and all he lost in the process doesn't matter. Or just because Brymo Lawale isn't in limelight now, is that it? Also, it's okay for Brymo Lawale to let the sleeping dog be at his own expense. Some Nigerians should learn how to say the truth when someone comes out with their truth, irrespective of the person's star involved. Nine Daddy Freeze come fire and back. Say my response was clearly directed to Brymo, not to members of a coven of frustrated Homo sapiens. Oh God. Hey, Judge Jehovah Emmanuel, help your daughter. Bad mouth, jam bad mouth. Alright, I don't mind this, my laughter, beg. Ma start again. He said my response was clearly directed to Brymo, not to members of a coven of frustrated Homo sapiens and subliterate picklooks. Now, wow. Looking for online carrions, Daddy Freeze, man, no bite my tongue, to sing their pudrid fangs. Jesus. Hey, Baba God, help me, oh. Now send me to do me, but I don't jump today. My message was clear, so if you find it confusing, get a rewire for your head because your brain don't day on check engine light. And just to set the record straight, the points I raised were not directed towards being sympathetic or unsympathetic to Brymo's plight. Rather, I chose the medium to express that a more appropriate timing would have sufficed, as kicking a man when he is down is impolitic in my humble opinion. Furthermore, if he is telling the truth, then obviously Two-Face made the allegation privately. So why is he responding publicly? In doing so, he leaves himself open to suspicions and accusations. So, me, I agree with Daddy Free. So, you say you don't want cloud chase. Person accuse you privately. Why bring it to the public? Now, wow, wahala. We say September wear bomb shot, but October na G-string can't decide say go wear. No be double wahala for the tipo that. Alright, so make I read what Brymo can talk. Brymo can say, and hush your complicated writing and too much drogy butter. You all will learn about indignation this time. Some things should never be said, and when spewed, must be retracted right there. This is war, and it's my easy win. I waited almost 2 years to start. Most of you are down excitedly too at such prospects. Why your big mouth come ajar singing? It's not that deep. Una de mad. First it was assault and rape. Now this una really wicked. I am not that guy. Won't let you pretend I am. Innocent Idibia will never accuse another artist this way. Never again. This is the last time. I waited, and now I will tell every soul how he runs around publicly feigned humility while privately having the self-esteem of family and friends for dessert. No more. Maybe in my former life I would bang everyone my fairy eyeball landed on. Maybe what everyone sees, I was a god king, not this time. And no matter how many allegations, I will live long in boundless health and means, and I will live with the child in my heart still alive. It be like say una no pass me, make una talk. I sure say my time may shock una. Una don't forget the script where them give una when it been dey hot. Talk waiting really happen. This mattress serious, so is serious, no be small, eh? To tell you that they freeze and another celebrity they don't dey quarrel. Brymo. See what they don't cause? No be small thing though. Annie and her husband they never shook mouth for the mattress, but the one with the contract Nedwoko and his wife Regina where they go London to go enjoy their vacation. Put inside the mattress Regina now even hung she never do. She just the promote her RD fashion and all that. Now wow, it is a well I bet me they allow Reggie make she enjoy her vacation in peace yo. But Regina know they fear something. See the kind enjoyment where she they do for London. Hey, this thing is very fearful. Hey, to stand for something will be like glass, so he could not be you like say you won't fall the next minute. It's very, very fearful. Now, well, alright, my great people. Now, just the love will be that. So, now just the love will be that. People will just they try to reconcile, you know, at least at all, make ground balance. Then Brymo can bring home matter again. Alright, my great people. Now, thank you so much for watching.